Okay. So, as we have discussed, that his first flight is a story of a bird, seagull, and how the bird has made his first flight. The writer has very beautifully narrated the story, given each and every minute detail of the movement of the bird, how the family has cheered up, how they have motivated, how they have, celebrated the moments. Everything is there in the story. Now, here we'll talk about the second part and the second story of this chapter, that is Black Aeroplane. If you see this picture very closely, you'll be able to see how the pilot is scared. Okay, now what happens to this pilot? Let's talk about it. Yeah, Frederick Forsyth. Here is the image of the author, and let's talk about the details of the writer. Frederick Forsyth, born on August 25, 1938 in England. He was a British author of best-selling thriller novels, noted for their journalistic approach, journalistic style. Here, the writer writes in a very formal way, as if they are reporting things. And okay, the first thing is that the writer is known for his best-selling thriller novels. The novels are noted for their journalistic style and their fast-paced, very having good speed. So fast-paced plots based on international political affairs and personalities. The story Black Aeroplane. The narrator of the story Black Aeroplane is a pilot who elaborates on his misjudgment and how it creates a problem. In the lesson, the pilot is flying from Paris to London and dreams about the holiday with his family. He is flying over a city and thinks about the tasty breakfast after landing. After crossing Paris, he gets a look of the dark clouds. Now, what are these clouds? They are simply signifying the upcoming storm. For the sake of safety, actually, to be safe, what was required? He should turn back. He should have turned back to Paris, but he decided otherwise. To fulfill his dream of a holiday, what he has done? He risks the life of passengers and heads the plane into the storm. Everything gets dark and all the instruments stop working, the instruments of the plane. He lost control of the plane and the hope of their survival becomes bleak. The very less amount of fuel is left and the pilot starts panicking in the situation. Suddenly he sees another plane flying next to him through the storm. The pilot turns his plane to the north in order to follow the strange aeroplane. The pilot starts frightening again as the fuel is getting low. The anonymous pilot guides him out of the storm and disappears. After landing, this pilot of our story, the pilot asks about the other plane, but he is left in shock. He's astonished, he's surprised, he's taken aback to know that there was no other plane in the sky except his. Now, what do we learn from both these stories? The first part of the story teaches us that the inner strength of the person is always helpful in overcoming difficult situations. While the other or the second part teaches us that we should not risk the lives of others to fulfill our dreams. Now, both